How's it going, everyone? I am Splatdude431 here with some more Pokemon news. And this time we have some more information available from the Pokemon website, and this will also be a summary of sorts of the trailer from yesterday. that was a big trailer, lots of cool stuff in it, and it was pretty hype, definitely. So glad that it didn't get spoiled. Not even Cora leaked. I mean, that was great, because usually it leaks around this time. But anyway, let's go over the starters for now. Right, let's go over the starters. The first Pokemon you get at the beginning of the game, you have a choice of 3. Your first option is Rowlet. So this is based on an owl, as you can see. Definitely, its classification is the grass quill Pokemon, so that's interesting. It has the word quill in it. Makes you think about spikiness. We have Chespin. That had a secondary evolution called Quilladin, and its line could use an attack called Spiky Shield, and that also has to do with spikiness, so that's pretty interesting. Also Chespin to Chestnut, yeah, very interesting. So that could give some hints at to what this could evolve into. So it has a height of 1.00, weight of 3.3 pounds, and its type is grass flying, so that's very interesting. And because this is the first time since the very original games where the first form of a starter Pokemon has not been a singular type, but the first time, the first Pokemon games, Bulbasaur was grass poison type, dual type. The rest they were all single types, but now it's going back to that with having Rowlet here being a grass flying type on its first form. That's very interesting. So it's probably most likely going to stay that way in its final form. True. Okay. And its ability is Overgrow, as to be expected from grass type starters. Obviously it's going to have a different thing for its hidden ability. So next we have the second choice for the fire type being Litten. Litten is the fire cat Pokemon. So obviously Litten, it's like you light something, light it on fire, and then Kitten, it's a fire cat. You see what they did there, right? And then it's 1.04 in height, its weight is 9.5 pounds, and its type is fire, and has the ability Blaze. The ability you would expect for a fire type starter Pokemon. So your third option is MacLeod. This is based on sea lions. Now we already have 2 Pokemon that are based on seals. One, well, literally called Seal, and another called Dugong. Difference between MacLeod to those 2 is that this is more based on the performing seals that you would find in aquariums. So that's what's called the sea lion Pokemon. It has a height of 1.04 and weighs 16.5 pounds and is water type. It also has the ability Torrent, which is the ability you expect for all water type starter Pokemon. Alright, so they also have descriptions for each of the starter Pokemon. They have 2 pieces of text made for each of the 3 Pokemon. So let's start off by reading Rowlet's one. Rowlet can attack without making a sound. It flies silently through the skies, drawing near to its opponents without being noticed, and then lashing out with powerful kicks. It can also attack from a distance using the razor-sharp leaves that form part of its feathers. its visual abilities are impressive. The darkness of the night is no obstacle to Rowlet. It can twist its neck nearly 180 degrees from front to back so it can see directly behind itself. It has a habit of turning its head in battle to face its trainer and receive instructions. The move Leaf Edge attacks an opponent by striking it with leaves. Rowlet knows this move from the moment it becomes your partner. Right, so very interesting. Very owl-like traits you can see there, with the good vision at night, the ability to turn its head 180 degrees, very much like an owl. And the interesting thing though is it learns the move Leafage. That's a new move. And it learns it right at the beginning. Very good. So next we have the description for Litten. Logical but also passionate, Litten always remains cool-headed and doesn't show its emotions on the surface. Litten can attack with flaming hairballs. Its fur is rich in oils and immensely flammable. Litten grooms itself by licking its fur and then uses the collected fur as fuel for fireball attacks. When time comes for Litten to shed its old fur, it all burns up in a glorious blaze. The move Ember attacks an opponent by firing a small flame at it. Litten knows this move from the moment it becomes your partner. Right, so as you can see, very cat-like traits, with, you know, the hairballs, the grooming itself by licking the paw. Yeah, definitely very much like a cat. Alright, so next we have Poplio. So, Popplio's swimming speed is known to exceed 25 miles per hour. It is better at moving in the water than on land. Still, when it's on land, it takes advantage of the elasticity of its balloons to perform acrobatic stunts and jumps. Popplio can snore out balloons made of water. Watch it spin water balloons into a playful battle strategy. But frivolous and hardworking Popplio can easily get carried away, unleashing enough power in battle to make quite a spectacle. Both Popplio's determined spirit means it usually can be found practicing hard on its balloon skills. The water gun move attacks an opponent by firing a jet of water. Popplio knows this move from the moment it becomes your partner. Yeah, so that's very interesting too. It has various different abilities involving balloons and acrobatic stunts and jumps. So that's very, very interesting. Very interesting. Alright, so other than the 2 starters, we also had 2 more Pokemon announced. The thing is, we only know what they look like, we don't know their names. These are the legendaries for Pokemon Sun and Pokemon Moon, and they are on the box arts for the games. So, this is the legendary for Pokemon Sun. Very interesting indeed. It looks pretty much like what most people expected. It's a huge sun lion. It's a lion, a sun lion. Yeah, definitely. It's very cool, very great. And onto the Moon legendary. Again, what people expected pretty much. A winged creature of some kind. It's flying, definitely. It looks to be like a bat of some kind. Very good. And this is the legendary for Pokemon Moon. Alright, so the region was also revealed. This is pretty interesting. I think we can pretty much say that the region is definitely based on Hawaii now. I mean, hey, too much water, right? Too much water, right? No. Okay, so yeah, there's a volcano. You see some cave entrances somewhere around there. You see what looks to be like a building near a dock, a couple of beaches. You can see some roots, a city. Wow, there's so much stuff you can see right there. Wow. Yes, and the name of the region is the Alola region. Not Aloha, Alola. As in A-L-O-L-A. Yes, yes, it's definitely based on Hawaii. And you notice how they say "Welcome to Paradise, cousin." That's not. That doesn't really mean anything. Don't get too carried away with that. That's apparently this is like a thing people do in Hawaii. They call everyone. They just call everyone cousin. I don't know. Alright, so now I have some screenshots from the Japanese trailer. So here we have, I'm assuming that this is from the beginning of the game. It seems the protagonist is watching this character that seems to be introducing them to the world. So this has to be from the beginning of the game, I think. I think this is where you'll probably enter your name, gender, and stuff. Speaking of which, yes, the character select screen from Pokemon X and Y. Yep, that's back. That's back. And that probably means customization is back. It definitely. And now, instead of 3 options per gender, now there's 4 options per gender. And now you see the starter select screen, so that's pretty interesting. They have a different style of menus from Gen 6 here in Gen 7. So as you can see, they have little bullet points on each option, and you can see what that menu looks like now. That exact moment where you will select your starter. Okay, so here we have another screenshot of an indoor area which looks to be like some female character, maybe somebody related to that previous character we saw, the one probably. And what's interesting though is that behind her there is a Meowth talking to someone else, well, facing towards someone else. So that confirms that Pokemon from older games are returning, as if that wasn't a surprise already. Alright, so here we have another new character. I have a feeling that this new character will be the rival, given the way that they're running up towards them. It seems pretty early in the game, I think. Yeah, and they're acting very friendly. They have to be the rival. And here's an interesting thing. In Pokemon battles now, you can now see the trainer alongside their Pokemon during Pokemon battles. So you can stand there alongside your Pokemon in the Pokemon battles. That's so cool. That's so cool. And it's not just you, opponents also stand alongside their Pokemon too. So as you can see, the opponent has a Rowlet, with the player having a Litten, using Ember on the opponent. Very interesting. Oh, and here's a screenshot of that new move that Rowlet learns called Leafage, being used on MacLeod. As you can see, it seems to hurl 3 green orbs at the opponent. So it's probably a grass type equivalent of Ember and Water Gun. Yes, so here we have the Sun legendary. It's in front. I have a feeling it's probably where you'll actually meet the legendary. So you can see lots of stone structures near what looks to be like a mountain-like area. And here we have the Moon legendary using some sort of attack. It's probably its signature attack, and probably Moon related in some way. They're probably Sun and Moon related in some way, obviously. They're representing each other's games. And finally, let's end off with some extra art made of each of the starter Pokemon. So here's some art of Rowlet. It's flying, turning its head and stuff. Here we have some art of Litten, licking its paw, firing a fireball out of its mouth. Here we have some art of MacLeod. It's balancing a bubble on its nose. It has Rowlet inside the bubble. freaking out sort of, and it has MacLeod jumping off a bubble, flipping over and landing with great pride. So that's interesting. Anyway, and I guess that about wraps it up for this video. So that was very interesting. So much new information, really a lot of new information, and it's so cool that we've got all this information and none of it was spoiled. It's definitely a lot of cool stuff to be hyped about in terms of information for the next games. So anyway, thanks for watching. Be sure to leave a like if this helps with the channel, and be sure to subscribe for some more Pokemon news. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.